Hi folks, this is ET Prepper. I want to share some terribly critical information with you, and this is probably the most important video I've made in my life. Not kidding. And we've got some very serious stuff coming. We know there's all sorts of stuff, the wars, rumors of wars, the financial meltdown, there's just so much happening right now. And I've got a video, it's going to be linked below, that I got this information from. And the guy's name is Aaron Brickman. And this guy, I'll tell you what, he was into this stuff when the market crashed in I think it was 87. He was like totally into it at 13 years old, and dove into it. And ever since then, he's been like crazy about this stuff. Well, he's followed some people and noticed some very interesting patterns. Every market crash, we're talking about the Dow and stock market crash. Well, every market crash has had lunar activity, and they call people, well, people like me, actually, when people would say stuff like, oh, the stars are pointing out, and they're talking about the planets aligning, and I just kind of roll my eyes and say, yeah, right, yeah, and I just kind of fluff them off because there's no credence to it. Well, in the Bible, God in His Word talks about there will be signs in the stars. Well, this could be that. It's pretty obvious, and you can check it out to be accurate or not. But there's a guy that Aaron follows, Chris Carolyn, and he recognized that the market crash of 29, 87, 97, 08, when the panic ensued, it was there was a lunar date attached to it, which is very, very interesting. Again, watch the full-length hour-and-a-half video. I watched every minute of it, and see what this guy's talking about, and look it up. Check him out. Make sure he's accurate. You do the homework. I've done it, and now I'm passing it on to you, and I want you to take massive action today, because tomorrow the crash starts. Yes, Wednesday, October 5th, the crash may start. I'm sticking my neck out here. I've done this actually I started 20 years ago, 22 years ago, Y2K. I started prepping, actually in 1999. The power grid was going to go down because of a computer issue, changing the date from 99 to 00 was going to mess all the computers up. So they went from a 2-digit to 4-digit system, date setting system. Well, as I expected, nothing would happen, but I prepared anyway, and nothing happened, and I made a good purchases and reaped the benefits from that. So anyway, I've been doing this for 22, 23 years, and now, and I've got my ear to the rail, and I pass on what I know, and sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. You do the best you can. Well, looking at the data and the facts, F-A-C-T-S, it appears that yesterday and today, the markets were up. And that's indicative of right before a crash, there's a little peak, and then down it goes. And this crash is lined up it's going to even be stronger than 1929. And most crashes are 35%. You can, within a point or two. 87, 97, 08, they're all about 35%. 1945 was 45%. Aaron is saying that possibly we're going to be at 50 or 60%. Again, watch that video. It's huge. Everything is set up for it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow if I'm a lunatic. And the word lunatic comes from the full moon psychology. You've all heard about how dogs will go out and howl at the moon and all that. Well, there is a physical reason why this happens, and it also affects humans as well as animals. So what happens to humans? Well, sometimes they make irrational decisions or more emotional decisions. Supposedly that's the issue, more emotional. Well, when you're betting on stocks to go up or down, some of that, or quite a bit, can be emotional. So that is what a lunatic is. It came from the word lunatic, came from the full moon. Steve Pitts, he talked about a panic phase of a crash, and it occurs within 12 to 15 days of a full moon, and then also within 6 weeks of a lunar eclipse, which is very interesting. Here we are again. Look at the facts. And so we have a solar eclipse October 26th. And then they've talked about the exact crash bottom, which, you can't really exactly predict it, but using all their analytics and everything, they're talking about October 21st, Friday, October 21st. So the week of the 21st, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, things should be really sliding down. Tomorrow, October 5th, is when it starts. We'll see. And all of us, we hope it doesn't. But if you've got your money in stocks and your 401k and you're just sitting on it and you're doing the hodl thing, holding on for dear life, I didn't. I'd sell this week I've actually emptied my 401k in Vanguard and turned it into cash, and I'll be buying some hard stuff that I can get in my hands. One, they can't take it away and add more taxes to it, and it can be barterable if the system goes down that hard. So those are the dates, folks. Okay, the dark day. The dark day is the day of the lunar eclipse, and let's see. This is when the panic ensues. So I'm not sure when the panic is going to happen. If it's tomorrow, or it's probably going to start tomorrow, and it'll be the week of the 21st. I'm not sure. The purpose of this video is to get you ready for the imminent collapse of the stock market. So if you're in the stock market, it's up to you to do what you want to do. One is, you could follow what I've done and get everything out of it, or make your own decision. It's up to you. I'm not telling you which way to go. I'm hinting strongly, but you got to make your own decision. You got to think for yourself, folks, on everything. Think for yourself. Look at the video I just posted about that Canadian actress. She didn't think for herself, and now she's got Bell's palsy for the rest of her life. And she's going to be discarded as an actress. So she didn't think for herself. So think for yourself. Oh, also Yom Kippur starts tomorrow. And there, quite often, almost every time, the crash coincides with the Jewish calendar. You remember 2008, the crash? And what did the market fall? I think everybody remembers that, or most everybody. 777 points. So between the window between October 5th and November 8th is when this thing should be done playing out. Oh wait, what's November 8th? Oh, elections. How convenient. And then there's another facet to this that one can look at, and it's the Mars, Uranus, or Saturn, Uranus square. I don't quite understand that. I haven't looked that up. And they talk about 90-year cycles. We're at that cycle. And for several years, I've looked into cycles, war cycles, this cycle, that cycle. All these cycles, the mega cycles, 500-year cycles, all these different cycles, small, big, large, they're all bad. And they all culminate, guess, now, 2022. So I'm sticking my neck out, and I'm going to say tomorrow starts the crash. Wednesday, October 5th, 2022, starts the mother of all crashes, bigger than 1929. So now that's the stock market, not the financial market, not the dollars, the dollar and the euro and all that. What Aaron Brickman is saying, and has said numerous times, is that if you see the euro banking system fail, collapse, the dollar will be 2 weeks or less behind it. And then all bets are off. Everything is it's just gonna be mass chaos. So folks, I don't know what to tell you. I've been, I know what I've been telling you for years. Get ready. Get 3 months of food. Now everybody's saying 2 years of food. Well, if you haven't done anything and you see this, first thing I do is I protect my assets. If you don't protect them and this crash happens like I expect it to, then sorry, you're out. You know, if it drops 50% in the next 2 weeks, you just lost half. Would you want to lose half your assets that you've worked your asset off for your whole life? No, you don't want to do that. So protect it. Figure out a way to protect it. Then also, if the dollar does crash after the euro goes down, then all bets are off. Wednesday, here's the marking point. The marking point is Wednesday. If we pass the level of 28,500 in the Dow, that means it's happening. So folks, I'm sticking my neck out. Once again, I'm saying it again. The crash will start tomorrow, October 5th. Sorry, I don't have a time. But get ready, folks. Even if nothing happens, you know, I'll have a lot of mud in my face. But you know what? If you get ready, that can't hurt you. It cannot hurt you if you prepare responsibly. Like, don't go max out your credit cards to, you know, buy a garage full of food. You know, think it through. Make a plan. Work the plan. But start right now. You see this video, start now if you haven't started. And if you realize, you know, there's some stuff that you're a little soft on, or maybe you want some more of, boost it up. And this evening, I'm heading to the store. I'm gonna get some more canned goods. I've got some stored away, but I want more. You know, I don't have 2 years away. 2 years of canned goods stored away, but I'm okay. I've got other stuff, but that's me. What about you? What do you have? Well, folks, take it seriously. Time is short. Whether it happens tomorrow, October 5th, or not, time is still short. So, again, prepare. And let's hope I'm not right. And Aaron Brickman and a bunch of other very high-level people that play in the stock market. Take care.